Good day, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to this tutorial. This product analytics. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can subscribe on for more content on data analysis on how to turn data to meaningful insights. So in today's tutorial, we are going to be turning this data set into a meaningful insight by turning it to an amazing dashboard in Excel. So what you need to do first of all come into this Power Pivot. So add this data set to model. So when you click on this, so it's going to automatically add this data set to model. So when you click on this, so you have your modeling so being filled like this. So after you're done, you come into this part and click on pivot table. So have it in a new sheet. So your data set has been added to a model. So now you can start building your KPIs, your metrics here from here. You can start building your KPI metric from there. So let me delete this. I think I have the measure here before. So if you delete this one, if you don't measure it before, it's not going to come up here. So but let me just have all this away so that you can see how you can do this in Excel. So we call it DAX query, and DAX can be defined as a data analysis expression. So DAX means data analysis expression. So analysis expression, and that's the meaning of DAX. So we want to look at how we can use DAX measure in Excel to measure our KPI. So you click on this. So let's measure with this data set. Let's measure total revenue. So in our data set, we have a total sales column. So here in this part, look at this one here under the data set, total sales here. So your total sales also is your revenue. You understand? So is your revenues, and how we got this is by multiplying your unit sold by unit price. So your unit sold multiplied by unit price, what give you this total sales here. So and for your profit too as well. So when we got this value for the total sales, so now we want to now get our revenue. For your revenue is going to be sum of the total sales. So that's what's going to give you your revenue. So you have total sales, total revenue is equal to, in your DAX measure, you have sum, open the bracket, then you go down here. So we see total sales, select it, close the bracket, and change this to whole number. So we want to have our value in whole number. Our total revenue is in currency. You can make it in being currency. So change it to currency here. So when you change it to currency here, so we are going to make it a dollar. So then reduce the decimal places and click OK. So this is our total revenue. So let's measure another one. So let's measure we have total sales. Let's measure total profit. So total profit is going to be sum of the profit column. So you select this, you come here into this part. So what are you using this one for? Just to make your work easier. So you select this profit. So you can check the formula to see if it's correct. So the formula have no errors. So it's good to go like that. So because there's no error inside, so you click OK. So and then you have your total profit. So total profit too should be in currency. So change it to currency. So then you come into Power Pivot again to measure another KPI. So let's measure unit sold. Just write total unit sold. So these are our KPIs. These are key performance indicator. So and then here now for this, so we want to look for the KPIs for the total unit sold. So write sum, then you click on Coke. So unit sold is going to be this. We'll close the brackets and then come into this part, change this to whole number. So for your total units sold, because it's the whole number, it's going to be numbers of what you sold out. So units sold is like when you buy a phone, for instance. So how many phone you buy, so that's your unit sold. So if you buy 2 phone, so that's your unit sold. If you buy, that means you have a 2 units sold. So if you buy 4 phone, that means you have 4 units sold. You understand? That's for your unit sold. So let's click on this measure again. So let's measure another KPI. So we are going to measure, so let's measure an average price. So for average price, for us to get the average price, your average price is going to be you divide the revenue by your unit sold. So that's what's going to give you your price, your average price. So now you can check the formula is okay, so no error. So now you can now come here and make it pay in decimal, then you click OK. So this is your average price. So let's measure another KPI. So it's going to be profit margin. So I have a profit margin here. Profit margin, your profit margin is going to be divide. So we are going to divide the profit by revenue. So your profit is going to divide by revenue, so that's going to give you your profit margin. So make sure you change it to percentage, because is in percentage is your margin always be in percentage. So after you change percentage, so you have your profit margin here. So now that you have this one here, so let's have another table here, down here. So and the table is going to be for, let me click on this, show value list. So have our table here back. So what you need to do is now to carry date column into your row. So when you carry the date column into your row, now you remove all the one that is there before and left only here. So remove the quarters, remove the months, drag it out, remove the date, so leave only year. So you have only year now. So then the next thing you are going to do is to calculate, measure, or show your year-on-year growth. So how can you show your year-on-year growth? So you come into this part, you have a table. So this one is going to be for total, so and this one is going to be for current year, this one is going to be for previous year, and this one is going to be for year-on-year, and this one is going to be year-on-year percentage. So that's for year-on-year growth. So under this part, we call it a key performance indicator. That's your key KPIs. So we have to be KPIs, your KPIs. So here now, let me merge and center. So the title for what we are going to be doing is to find our KPIs. So key performance indicator. So that's what we want to be finding here. So which is our KPIs. So let me make this bold a bit so you can see it very clear. Yeah. So now for us to get our KPIs, so you have to have their value here for revenue. So revenue and total profit. So just write profit, so you understand. So then this one is going to be for price or unit sold. Let's say unit sold for this. So this one is going to be for price, and the next one is margin. So now that you have all your key performance indicator being highlighted out, then you can have it in the table, so all border, so that you can see it clearly. So now that you have this, so you bring in your total here. For the total revenue, you press enter. For the total profit, you have it here, and for the unit sold, you have it here, and for the next one, which is for the price, average price, so write average price. So put it there so that you understand what we are doing. So and for this one, margin, so have your profit margin here. So these are the totals. You can customize the one that is, so let's have it in small number. So that is millions, so you customize them to millions. These two are millions. So but actually I want to have all the value before I customize. So now for For the current year, the current year is 2025. The current year is 2025, while the previous year so is 2024. You understand? So for current year, you are going to pick for revenue. You want come into this 2025 and pick it out. So and then for profit, you come into this 2025 and pick it out. So and for the unit sold, you come into this 2025 and pick it out. So and for the average price, you come into this 2025 and pick it out. And for the margin, you come into this 2025 and pick it out. So now for the previous year, so you come into this 2024 for revenue and bring it out. And then for the unit sold, come into this 2025, bring it out. And then unit sold, so I think I did for the profit for this. So you come into this average price, so bring up to 2025 and bring it out. And then for the margin, 2024. So that's for the previous 2024, previous, current 2025. So you have it in the list like this. So now for the year you are going to measure. So but before you measure, you have to customize this your numbers. You have to customize it. So by changing this one to million, 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 so as well. So you go to your number here, select this, so and click on customs. So go down. You have some formula here already, but so let's use the dollar, the one that have dollar sign. So we're going to customize this. Click on this custom. So let's customize this. So we have hash and dollar hash comma hash 0. You put double comma here. So then you put quotation mark. So then you put M. So that's for millions. So after you done, you click OK. This has been customized to millions. So the revenues and the profit has been customized to millions. So you understand? For the unit sold too, you select all these units sold, then you click on this, and you go to custom. So under the custom, so the custom is going to be like for the value you have there, so it's going to be just ordinary number. So you don't put a you don't put a dollar sign. So just put K because it's a unit sold, it's a count of what you sold. So that's for this. So now that you have the value, so then for this, just reduce it. Reduce it to whole number or maybe 2 decimal places like this. So and then for this one is going to be percentage. This one is going to be percentage. So for the year growth, so you come into this part and press equal to your current year. Open a bracket. So open a bracket. Your current year minus previous year. Close the bracket. Divided by previous year. So multiplied by 100. So that's what's going to give you the year growth. So after you do this, you cannot change it to percentage because it's in percentage rate. So that's your year growth. So now after you're done with this, so let's go and measure our year percentage. Let's go and measure our year percentage. I want to show you something here. I think I have the formula. So I will show you the formula. I want to share it. I will share it in the comment section too as well, so that you can have it with you over there. So I will share with you. In the comment section. So we are going to make use of that formula now. So we have if. So after you click on if, so you click on this, you select this value. So press greater than. So and here you have a window. You click on the window. Greater than window dot. A bit full stop. Window and full stop in your keyboard. So you come into this part and then you select this. But before you select this one. So if this one is greater than this, if this one is greater than 0, you put comma here, greater than 0. So you should have this sign, quotation mark, this one, quotation mark as well, comma. So but if it's not greater than 0, you should arrow down. So you click on the window dot again to see your icon. So you come and select this, put the quotation mark here. So put comma here, and then here too quotation mark. So and inside this quotation mark too as well. So after you done, then the next thing I'm going to do is to highlight it to be in text. You understand? So close the brackets here. So you want to make it be in text. So ampersand text.